Have you ever thought about what's really happening every time you pull up to a gas station? The moment that nozzle clicks into your tank, you're not just fueling your car, you're feeding the heart of your engine. And if you're not careful, that heart could be slowly suffocating right before your eyes. I want you to picture this. It's a bright morning, you fill up your car with what seems like perfectly normal fuel, and you drive off. The road stretches ahead, everything feels fine, until your car starts to shudder. A faint jerk, a slight hesitation, then a deep, unsettling rattle. By the time you pull over, it's too late. The engine dies, leaving you stranded, frustrated, and out of pocket. And the worst part? This isn't a rare accident. It's happening all over the country, quietly, invisibly, in thousands of vehicles every year. The truth is, most people don't understand what gasoline really is, or what it can do to your car. Sure, you've heard about octane ratings, premium versus regular, maybe even ethanol content. But that's just the surface. The real story, the hidden secret, is in the detergents. Those tiny chemical agents are the unsung heroes of your engine, scrubbing away carbon, preventing clogs, and keeping your pistons and valves healthy. Without them, your engine slowly chokes. Here's the kicker. The legal minimum for fuel detergents was set decades ago, back in 1995. At that time, engines were simpler. Today, almost every modern car uses direct injection, which blasts fuel at incredibly high pressure directly into the combustion chamber. That makes engines faster, more efficient, and yes, incredibly sensitive. A lack of detergents means carbon starts building up on the intake valves and fuel injectors. Over time, it forms a black, sticky crust, like soot in a chimney, that traps fuel, blocks airflow, and suffocates your engine. And this isn't just theory. Drivers everywhere are learning the hard way. There's a story of a small sedan with only 85,000 miles. The owner thought she was saving money at the pump by choosing a budget brand. Within months, the car started shaking violently at stoplights. When the mechanic opened the engine, the intake valves were coated in a black, tar-like layer. The repair? Thousands of dollars in new injectors and a deep engine clean. All because the fuel didn't have enough detergents to protect the engine. Now let's talk about the brands you see everywhere. Safeway stations, for example. Convenient, cheap, easy to swipe points, but that convenience comes at a hidden cost. Independent tests have shown that Safeway fuel often falls far below the detergent levels recommended by automakers. What seems like a small saving at the pump could quietly become a $2,000 repair. 7-Eleven tells a similar story. People trust the name, but here's the reality. They don't refine their own fuel. They buy from the cheapest source, wherever that may be. That means the quality varies wildly, even between stations just a few miles apart. Sometimes it's too much ethanol, sometimes water from old underground tanks. One driver recently filled up and didn't make it 10 miles before the engine misfired. Tests revealed 18% ethanol in a tank labeled 10%. That's not just low-quality fuel, it's a dangerous gamble for your car. Some mechanics even whisper about secret agreements between large convenience chains and industrial chemical companies. The idea: low-grade chemical byproducts, too expensive to dispose of, are blended into gasoline in tiny amounts. Diluted enough to pass basic standards, they leave behind sticky residues that destroy fuel injectors over time. There's no official proof, but the engines tell the story. Black coatings, unexplained deposits, clogged injectors. It's happening, whether anyone admits it or not. Even warehouse giants like Sam's Club and Costco have their own stories. Sam's Club prioritizes volume over quality. Fuel comes from multiple local suppliers, and the formula is often the bare legal minimum. Drivers report cloudy fuel, sediment in filters, and water contamination. One Explorer with only 42,000 miles had fuel resembling coffee grounds in the filter. The lesson: low prices often hide high risks. Circle K, Walmart's Murphy USA, and other budget chains follow the same pattern. Cheap, convenient, widely available, but consistently underperforming when it comes to engine protection. Engines run hotter, spark plugs foul, catalytic converters clog. In short, your car suffers quietly while you think you're saving a few cents. Then there's the brand name trap. AMO, Sunoco, even Shell's regular blends sometimes fall short. Racing logos, premium branding, they promise performance, but the regular fuel often lacks enough detergents. One unlucky driver's European car saw a high-pressure fuel pump fail within 6 months, all because the so-called premium brand didn't meet the chemical demands of a modern engine. $4,000 later, the lesson is painfully clear. A famous logo doesn't guarantee a healthy engine. The story gets darker when you dive into truck stops and independent distributors. Pilot Flying J, Loves, Lamb Fuels. These are names drivers trust for long hauls. But water contamination, microbial growth, and even toxic waste gasoline have been documented. One family filled up at Loves and barely made 73 miles before their car died. Fuel filters clogged, injectors jammed, tanks coated with a strange green slime. Total damage, over $2,000. Some experts suggest an underground market exists for contaminated fuel, sold to stations desperate for low-cost supply. By the time your engine dies, the vehicle could be hundreds of miles from the source. So, where do you go if you want to protect your engine? The brands that treat fuel like medicine, not bulk waste. Chevron's Techron, Shell V-Power Nitro Plus, Costco Fuel, they aren't selling just gasoline, they're selling engine insurance. Techron scrubs carbon from injectors and valves at a molecular level. Shell creates protective friction-reducing barriers on cylinder walls. Costco combines top-tier detergents with ultra-fresh fuel and aerospace-grade filtration. The result? Engines that stay clean, perform better, and last far longer. Drivers hit 300,000 miles on engines that still look and feel like new. But there's a bigger picture. Fuel isn't just about your engine, it's about control. Some insiders suggest that molecular markers in premium fuel could track driving habits. A conspiracy? Maybe. But it's not science fiction. The technology exists. And then there's the planned obsolescence theory. Some believe dirty gas is deliberately widespread to force car owners into repairs and new purchases, keeping the automotive economy spinning. Even more secretive is Tier 3 fuel, a mysterious, ultra-high-performance fuel supposedly reserved for government and military fleets. Synthetic lubricants, molecular stabilizers, near-zero wear on engines. Average drivers will never see it. And as EVs rise, the world is distracted, leaving the gasoline industry's tricks largely unnoticed. Here's the takeaway: every fill-up is a choice. Between cheap, convenient fuel that slowly kills your engine, and top-tier, protective fuel that safeguards it. Your engine can't speak, it can't defend itself. The carbon buildup, the clogged injectors, the overheated cylinders, they're all a ledger of the choices you make at the pump. So, the next time you grab that nozzle, ask yourself, am I fueling my car, or fueling the lie? Every mile, every dollar spent, every choice matters. Don't let ignorance cost you thousands. Protect your investment. Protect your car. Make the smart choice. Now I want to hear from you. What brand of fuel do you trust in your country? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more insider car secrets, make sure to hit like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe so you never miss an update. Your car deserves better, and now you know how to give it that care.